Hello, Fred Gar here. Just changing things up a little bit with some books that I have read, and I recommend everybody should read them. I just wanted to come out with a new video here and give you some, hopefully give you some information that you can use. So the first book, as you can see right here, is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is actually, if you see in the corner, it says 20 years right there, celebrating 20 years. This is the updated Rich Dad, Poor Dad edition. So there's some interesting little side bits of information along with the main story. I think his principle of buying assets is very important. Assets that generate income. I think that's very smart. I try to do that as well. I think the thing about gold and silver is they don't really produce cash flow. That's why a lot of people who do stack gold and silver are like, well, it's a hedge against inflation, or if it's SHTF, or whatever it may come, I'll have my gold and silver to barter with in case that things go bad. So I think we all should be trying to get as many assets as possible, get as much cash flow, positive cash flow as we can from assets. That way we can use our extra cash flow and buy more gold and silver with that, or reinvest the cash flow and buy some more assets and then reinvest with that, or take some profits after you buy more assets the second time around. So I think this is the good first step for most people, personal finances and things like that. I think it's a great first step, and that's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The next one, this is the Little Black Book of Connections. I think it's a great book. It's really about networking, and I've said it in past videos that it's important to network, I believe, with other stackers and collectors, because you may want to buy silver at a discount, or you may want to buy silver in regards to maybe find good deals that you can't find anywhere else when stores are closed like they are now. If you have a good network of people that you know and trust, you can always go to your friends or your network and say, hey, look, I want to buy silver, but I don't want to pay these high premiums. Are you willing to sell any? And you may be able to come across deals like that. So I think networking is very important. This is an older book, but it's great. I think it's A+. This one is Think and Grow Rich, a black choice, but the original Think and Grow Rich is good too. I just finished reading this book. It has a lot of good information in it. It's really a good standalone book, but if you don't want to get this one, this version of Think and Grow Rich, you can get the original version of Think and Grow Rich. Really about mindset, and all kinds of goodies are in here in terms of how to be successful. So definitely a worthwhile book. Now this book I've mentioned before, the Millionaire Booklet. It's only 40 some odd pages long, but I'm telling you, I don't necessarily agree with everything Grant Cardone does and how honest Grant Cardone is. I don't necessarily, he does a little contradictory stuff, but, I think the Millionaire Booklet is well worth it. I always read it and reread it. It's like the next level of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and The Richest Man in Babylon. It's like taking it to the next level. So I think it's worth reading. Really, he goes over multiple streams of income, boosting your income, sales, let's see, how much you should put back. I think the thing about the richest man in Babylon is, in his book, he said put 10% back. In this one, well, not in this one, but I think in Grant's other, it's called, let's see. It's called, let me grab it out. It's this right here, playbook. And this one actually tells you to put about 40% back. I believe it's either in this one or in the Millionaire Booklet. This is actually, I got it on sale for $100. So if you go to his website, this is a good buy as well. His playbook to millions, or just his playbook to prosperity. It has a good section here about, it's like a wealth cycle or something like that. Worth the buy if you can catch it on sale for $100. It has like 400 some odd pages, and it comes in this big binder. But it's worth it. I think it's a good buy. But back to the Millionaire Booklet. The Millionaire Booklet is usually around $10, sometimes $14. But I think it's something I refer back to whenever I feel a little lost. It's hard-nosed truth that I think anybody who wants to become a millionaire or rich or have assets or have more income so they can buy more gold and silver, this is the book right here. So I think honestly, the other books are like step one. This is like the final step. This is like step 5 out of a 1 through 5 step process, so really worth. I highly recommend getting this book. You can go to themillionairebooklet.com, and themillionairebooklet.com is the website I originally got this book from. Sometimes you can go to Grant Cardone's website and buy them in packs of 10. Sometimes I do that and I give them away. Do I agree with other books written by Grant Cardone? Not necessarily. His 10x rule, I don't necessarily agree with all of that. But it's an interesting book. But like I said, this one is the one to go with. Okay, now this one, The New Case for Gold by James Rickards. This one's a great book. It really breaks down the more modern reasons for stacking gold. I think it's a great book. Some of his other books so far I'm working on. They're a little bit tough reads, but this one is a really good read. It's not as tough as some of his other books that are hard to read through because he's used some serious vernacular or terminologies in there that are a little bit difficult to discern. But like I said, this one's an easy read. So I recommend this one for people that want to stack gold. Yeah, I think it's great. So what am I doing? What am I in the process of doing right now? Right now I'm trying to network with some people on Facebook, different coin collecting groups, trying to meet people in the Tucson area. If you're in the Tucson area, feel free to message me. Maybe we can hang out at a coin shop. I want to, once Tucson reopens, or Arizona as a whole reopens, I want to head down to Mini Mint. That's my spot. And really just meet more collectors there and hang out there, and just talk about metals and see if we can do some trades. As you guys know, my little image is the Arctic Fox coin. and I'm doing the best I can to try to get rid of those at a fair price. I have a lot of them, and I just want to curtail that down. I really like to get some Libertads. I know you guys have seen me with those. So I really think the Libertads are good buys right now, especially if you can get them around 25 or lower. I think that's a great deal. The Libertads, $25 or lower, because right now a lot of them are selling for 30 or more on eBay. So that's about it. Maybe you guys can list some other books you enjoy in the comments section. I have a few other books I'm working on right now while this quarantine is going on. That's my deal, reading and studying real estate and other things. Yeah, so that's the deal with me. That's what I've been up to. Sorry it's been so long since I made a video. I just thought I'd change it up a little bit and put some books out. I hope you all have a great week and take it easy. Fred Gar here. Bye-bye. Enjoy your next Monday through Friday. Okay, bye-bye.